Yo, what's up, man? It's your guy Ray Hama, one versus a million. Let me know how I can be heard, man. Let me know how my sound is. Yes, this is my first live on Rebel, my official first live. I figured out how to delete my, you know, the video that I was supposed to do of Windbreaker. So you guys can find that on YouTube. And yes, oh man, I gotta give my take on this Superman, James Gunn Superman 2025. So yes, join me as I go into it real quick. Not that long. This take shall not be that long. So yeah, how you guys doing? Peace and blessings to you all. So hopefully,
Goku's best parent.
oh shit, yeah, no, not that. But let me get some music in. Hopefully, it's not too loud. Wish I would give you audio control. So yeah, this will be my official first Rumble stream. I'm also streaming on YouTube as well as I should be. So, but yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Talking about this here, okay? With this, cut me out. No music, okay? With Superman, going into it with an open mind. Didn't really quite know what to expect. I seen Ray. Have you seen all the trailers? No, Ray only seen like one trailer. I made that a habit a long time ago with these movies because Hollywood's retarded ass. They keep on giving you like 10 trailers before you see the movie. You're like, why should I spend all this damn money on tickets and popcorn never to see this shit when you practically say, hey, you already seen the movie? But yeah, so it's savoring the element of surprise, if you will, because when you handle it like that, hey, it may increase, the replay value for you, and whatever it be. But yeah, man, this Superman, I say he's weaker compared to the others, and it's that's canon, showing hey Superman taking a beating, Tyler Hoechlin Superman, by Doomsday when he appeared. So yeah, okay, get but that was a good battle. But the thing is, he wasn't getting like just totally mangled throughout the whole fight. Like Superman, was coming back with some blows. I mean, but Doomsday, he just came back a little harder until Superman figured out how to defeat him. And I'm like, he should have pinned his toes, started throwing him to the sun. And when he did, as Doomsday was dying, Tyler Hoechlin, it was kind of weird but cool to see how Doomsday was basically recalling who he was, as he was looking at Superman, his universe. Because Doomsday is obviously Superman from the other world. But yeah, and like okay, trying to be really, very cool. It's terrific. Well, now, and oh man, Mr. Terrific. Some of us, man, ain't had a problem with Mr. Terrific's haircut he did, but me, I'm like, hey, it's, what I mean? Hey, it's a Black American, a hairstyle. It's an FBA hairstyle. So I'm like, hey, shit. Hey, I rock with it. And my boy, yes, give him an award because he played a damn good Mr. Terrific. I don't want to see another Mr. Terrific. Do you hear me? Yes, I can know. Like, I don't want no other Mr. Terrifics, but him, damn it. And that's real talk. Hey, oh, Cynical in here. Hey, what's up, sis? Shoot, peace of Cynical. Shoot, pin a comment. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, probably LPN just show it. Yeah, so I think they ain't like in the final stages with this app, So I believe they're progressing slowly as they come with their update. So which is awesome. But man, hey, that brother, man, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, come on now, y'all. Come on, y'all know why I'm I'm hyped. Come on now. Like if you've seen Green Arrow, you know why the hell I'm happy. Damn it. Like, yeah, they did not make him G Hay, none of that. What I mean? Showing him, damn it, had going through problems, damn it, with his boyfriend and that shit. What I mean? And I'm taking the liberty today, later on, to go ahead and put it in my slots of stuff to watch, of my must watch, of basically the history of Mr. Terrific. All right. Now, I ain't thought about doing this before as I could have, like when the Arrow show came out, especially the last two seasons that had him in there. Uh, but he was within the last three seasons of that. Yeah, they had him in there. So I'm wondering if they don't. And somebody hinted to this too, which was a good idea about the fact of how Mr. Terrific may end up getting a movie. So I'm like, that's awesome. Yeah. So and I'm like, wow, okay, that'll be awesome. And I'm kind of like highly intrigued now. With a whole bunch of thoughts and ideas going in my head. Okay, of what they're gonna put in this Mr. Terrific movie. But for some reason, I mean, he's been getting a lot more focus, man, from what it seems like to me. From like when I go like across the board in the geek verse, and see other brothers, who typically cover comics, comics from DC or Marvel, guys with deep lore knowledge and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm seeing them, covering videos about him. So I'm like, yes, so therefore that's good. Thank you. Because those guys, these brothers, you can count on them to compile basically the whole history of each character down there. So yeah. So and I seen one of my brothers, he basically had or the crew, the channel I'm subscribed to, they have uh they posted a video basically of giving the entire history of Mr. Terrific. So once I find that, um, as I believe I'll easily, be able to find it. Yeah. So once I do that, I'll put that in the description for you guys. So, or you guys can just type it up in YouTube, boom, the entire life of Mr. Terrific, and really nothing. But I mean, I'm still doing it anyway. But yeah, I'm like, man, I'm liking it. So by now, man, if you ain't seen the movie, that's a you problem, not a me problem. Because damn it, been out almost 2 weeks now. So yeah, what's wrong with you? It's at least worth seeing at least once. In the theaters or whatever. I mean, but me, I kind of a hypocrite because I didn't see it in theaters. I seen it at home. Ha, yeah. Uh, Thought James Gunn was going to get my money? No. Ray, what? Ray, why? Why, Ray? Why would you? Motherfucker, Henry Cavill. That's why. How about that? How about that? Henry Cavill. That's why. So, damn it. Did him wrong. Shit. Well, there's consequences. So, yeah, I mean, so yeah, and, but man, what's, I, I think I kind of noticed a couple of inconsistencies in this. You know, what I mean, I may point that out. But the suit, yeah, gotta give it hands down. It's Henry Cavill has the best Superman suit. He has the best Superman suit. Well, yeah. Speaking of Superman, since we're on the topic, let's see how this, let's see how this shares for everybody. It's weird. I try to multi-string the X, but oh well. They got it on here, so it made it seem like it's possible. I don't know why, but anyway. But yeah, let's check this one.
Goku's best parenting advice? Just die, come back, and hope your kid got stronger from the trauma. You all think this fucking bitch can beat me? Goku's best parenting advice? Just die, come back, and hope your kid got stronger from the trauma. You all think this fucking bitch can beat me? June 27th, Wang. I'm folding this Cape Clown raw, no lube. Be there, bitches. We rented a whole galaxy so I can raw dog this Saiyan. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him on June 27th. Stay tuned.
Yeah, I don't know how that show, but I'll look at the replay, see how it show, man. Because yeah, it's my first live Rumble. Yeah, so yeah, shout out to the YouTube. Shout out to the YouTube family over there. You know what I mean? So hopefully it's streaming well over there. But yeah, going back to yeah, Henry Cavill, and I'll say second best to Henry Cavill suit is Tyler Hoechlin's Superman suit. Yep. So I believe yeah, that's right in order because he has the best suit because the artwork and the design was unique. They basically put in work them to make his suit look more unique and to pop out more and it cause others to gravitate towards their artwork, that unique artwork of how they made his suit, in which they desired the point of making that. And why they put that much work in, was to draw a complete distinction from the rest of the suits to aim to make him the best Superman in the honor of the name Superman. So so yeah, because his suit looked more alien instead of like you know uh earthly made, you know. And I'm like, wow. And then and you can see, his draws, basically it merged with his with the rest of the suit. So yeah, it like totally badass. And the fights, I wouldn't say, hey, he was getting totally ragdolled through the whole movie, you know what I mean? But he had some good, some good little comebacks or whatever, and some decent fights. Uh, Especially when he fought that one big creature that Lex released out, that he arranged to be released, as he claimed to be using as a distraction. And it took me for a spin. I'm like, damn, I really thought this was like a whole like strong, empowered, uh, high tech AI robot, that Lex, was using. But no, it was actually a damn clone of Superman. I'm like, you're saying, look, is that why he got knocked all the way, damn it, to close by, damn it, his his headquarters, damn it, Solitude of Fortress. I mean, the Fortress of Solitude. I mean, And it was cool too, man. I liked it too, yeah, because it didn't like stay there. You know what I mean? Because even in the Superman and Lois show, the Fortress of Solitude, stayed there. You know, because when you see it, I mean, you'll see it when they're like arriving to it when Tyler Hoechlin is Superman and and his son John and and his other son when they would fly to it, it's there. It didn't have to like appear, come out like this one did. And so, which explains why Lex was able to break in, as it says in the movie, of how he was able to break in to the Fortress of Solitude. He used basically the DNA of the clone Superman that he had, that he was using as a robot to beat up the real Superman. And there lies the inconsistency for me. So you mean to tell me that that's canonly accurate throughout the whole franchise of Superman? That if Lex was to make a clone of Superman to use, therefore, to destroy Superman, automatically, because it's a clone of Superman, it's going to be like at 1.5 more power than the original Superman. No. I'm like, stop it. Stop it. And I'm like, how are you allowing yourself to be defeated by this uh, this controlled, just then they're seeing soulless Superman? In a way, he was controlling it too, like it was a damn chess game, calling out moves like it's a damn chess game. 1A, D3, and he does the clone Superman does his own special move or some shit. You know what I mean? So I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, okay, is that supposed to be James Gunn's Bizarro? I don't know. I'm asking. So I'm like, yeah, Superman, shouldn't have no problems with demolishing dude. In order for him to gain power over this clone Superman, he had to use crypto to destroy the damn the damn camera that was guiding the clone Superman and giving him his commands. I'm like, okay, if that was the damn case, that shit annoyed you like that, notice, boom, knock his ass back, blast one of them damn things down with your beam, but shit, it seemed like, he was just getting too overpowered to focus on both simultaneously. And I'm like, stop it, man. Come on. I'm like, you can muster up the damn strength, dude, to defeat this damn dude who is not coming nowhere near as powerful as Doomsday. And you getting raw dog by this one? I only wonder, Devin, what James Gunn is going to do when he introduces Doomsday to fight this Superman, whose name like escapes me. Because uh, I feel I won't really feel like that. And Lois, she was. I did. I mean, I'll say the best Lois to me was the one in the Superman and Lois show. Not the one with that one dude that the first Superman and Lois show. Nah, I ain't talking about that one. But not this one. Yeah, the TV series, this new series. Yeah, she put in that work. Like her character. Yeah, her character grew on me. So I like gravitated towards her character. I like it. They did a damn good job with her. She did a damn good job in that role. So salute to her on that one. And damn, I forgot her damn name too. Just I just say, oh, you remember faces but names, yeah. So That's how it is with me. And yeah, Jimmy Olsen, yeah, he was there. Oh man, he was kind of hilarious too, because him getting fed information by the chick who he used to be with dumped him, but got with Lex, and so and now he's getting fish information from her about basically Lex's basically secrets to what he's actually doing. And so, therefore, that was something they can use to publicly discredit, what I mean, to bring down the strength of the public support of Lex Luthor and of his image, to give it, to show the true nature of his ass, of his crazy ass. And yes, and this Lex, totally bitch made compared to the other Lex Luthors. Uh, Rest in peace, Gene Hackman. His Lex Luthor. This is the first Lex Luthor I seen when I was growing up. Other than checking out from the comics. But the one that did it the most, that really gripped me, the Lex Luthor that gripped me, going back to it, was from the Superman and Lois show. You cannot say, man, he ain't. Dude, that was Lex Luthor, damn it. Yes. This is just, this Lex Luthor just showed me another Lex Luthor that just appeared out of nowhere, just super pissed, with no deep in depth background of why. That's what they did in the show Superman. They went into the depth of why Lex Luthor was pissed at Superman. But in all actuality, he was pissed at both of them. You know, when Ben pissed at both of them, Lois and Clark. So yeah, and I'm like, yeah, because that was brilliance right there. That show. But not saying, hey, this dude ain't had some kind of brilliance to him too. This Lex Luthor, he did, but oh man, his character, dude, I'm like, this Lex Luthor is weak, man. He's too seemed too bitch made, too whiny for me. Like his what I was gathering from him, like, in my spirit when I was viewing it, I'm like, wow, okay, I'm feeling that. I'm getting that vibe, man. Yeah, it's too obvious. Yeah, he seems like a kid that's mad because he didn't get the toy he wanted. So he's going through doing some kind of like crazy shit or whatever to get what he wants. Like a totally childish mindset. But still, like I said, not saying, he was without any kind of like intelligence or brilliance. Totally was that the biggest part in there, the biggest thing, the elephant in the room that people should be questioning is, okay, damn, the process, what was the process? At least give me a few examples to show, like, okay, your method of how and what you use to capture all these different aliens and these different species. This mother was totally bitch made for what he was doing, man. As far as he was willing to go to basically to destroy Superman, starting off with the public. And when Superman figured out that, man, he must have he did something to the Fortress of Solitude. He basically messed up all of his equipment, man. What I mean, that was designed for him. So he can get the typical message, from his parents. That was sent to him, and how Lex used it before destroying it. After he destroyed his equipment, with them showing how he tweaked that a little bit, edit that video that basically you might as well say ancient, Kryptonic technology. Somehow he had other people, scientists or whatever, and other geeks, super geeks, that knew how to or figured out how to tap into that, and use that. So to be able to edit like that to show where half of it, where basically revealing that to the public to make Superman look like, hey, he ain't worth shit by showing that, hey, the true reasons of why he was here, quote unquote, by doctoring the video up to show, hey, that his parents sent him there to rule and to conquer over Earth, to get the Earth to bow to his heel. And I'm like, yeah, man, that ain't Superman, man. Stop that shit, man. And I'm like, come on, after all the feats, he didn't show, and the saves he made with you guys there at Metropolis. You mean to tell me, damn it, this, even though it's like, okay, the first time I get it, them seeing such a video, so it's, of his parents. So you could say, hey, it's highly plausible, that's a logical way of viewing it, even though you the public, the civilians, the humans don't know that, hey, that Lex did doctor this shit. So he knew it would be easily taken, as genuine. But I'm like, but out of all the saves and all the great things that Superman has done, you bastards questions his integrity and motives now. And you're gonna follow this dumb, wild, petulant child acting as Lex Luthor. You're gonna, take up his word because he came with some video. Well, like you bastards don't know that shit can be doctored. Stop it. I'm like, stop it. I'm like, come on now. You know. I'm like, how fleeting is y'all's discernment, motherfuckers? So, but yeah, but that shit ended up getting cleared because with the info that Jimmy Olsen got from that chick, from that, oh man, just, I don't know, just this overly obsessive ass chick, what I mean, that's basically obsessed with him and want to be with him, this crazy ass white girl. Who you say is a glamour girl who's all about the damn glamour and the excitement that Lex is giving her by having her in these areas that not a lot of chicks will be able to get into. And I'm like, damn, and she was, in those points where she was slick, stepping to the side to talk to Jimmy Olsen, to feed him some info about what's going on. I'm like, when she went to the closet too, I'm like, damn, bitch, you still in the same area, close proximity to Lex Luthor, bitch. Even though he got mad at you and kicked her out and shit. But I'm like, bitch, so you had to go in the closet that's in close proximity to this motherfucker, where he kicked you out at. And, or basically, somebody else basically overheard and gotten a hold of Lex Luthor and told him, hey man, this chick, she seemed like damn, she's on some sneaky shit, something wrong with her. Lex figured out what was up, and boom, by overhearing her loud ass, like, bitch, quit being loud. I mean, you loud, calling yourself whispering. What's up with you motherfuckers calling yourself whispering and shit, talking, she don't really whisper that much yet. She was kind of, how them high pitched tones and shit. I'm like, bitch, you ain't whispering. Some motherfuckers think they know how to whisper, but they don't. I'm like, damn, I can't stand that shit. It's like, I can't even talk to your ass about anything private. What the hell? And, just her, she was like, oh, well, yeah.
So I do this. So I do this one last thing for you. You know, get you this information, and when Lex gets taken down, we could be together again.
And then I'm like, and Jimmy was like, it took him a minute. Like, yeah, sure. It's like, oh, yeah, that look like, bitch, I'm not trying to be with your crazy, ditzy ass bitch. No, no, stop it. Stop it. Oh, boy, that bitch was a straight Looney Tune. I'm like, oh, man, this, yeah. Yeah. And Guy Gardner, too, man, he was hilarious. I'll say that. And, and Lois was, too. Oh, shit, as Lois, surprised me with that, boy, with that jab that she pulled out on us so damn out of nowhere when she got upset with them because they wouldn't help Superman because Superman at this point in time, he was captured by Lex as you see in the movie. So they're like, man, this is after the whole news of his parents of him being from Krypton and all that stuff and talking about he's actually here to conquer and rule over everybody and shit. So yeah, he's like, hey man, I ain't trying to help some guy who's who's meant to be sent here damn to rule over us. Hell no. Oh shit. And dude is comical man who plays Guy Gardner. Man, I've seen him play other roles before. We all have, yeah. So I'm like, damn it, man, I can't think of him too. I'm like, oh shit. Fucking kind of in my mind, but I never forgot about the movies. Yeah, I'll go, just do a quick research on that. Oh shit. Because boy, it was funny. She was like, Lois was like, you talking about, just, you talking about your code. That haircut should be, should not be in your code, damn it. It should be against your code. That haircut should be against your code. I'm like, oh, hell no, no, she did. She roast his ass real quick. Oh, oh shit. I'm like, well, when white folks get mad at each other, I'll tell you. Oh shit. Uh, shit. He's like, oh, I happy there's such as many people that likes this damn haircut. Thank you. I'm like, yeah, they could have gave your ass a less goofier ass haircut. But here you guys may come through and talk about, oh well, guys Gardner haircut supposed to be like that. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. But yeah. But they didn't help, what I mean, yeah, for right then there. So as she was walking away to leave, to try to find a way to help Superman because he was in this pocket dimension that Lex discovered or whatever, and to use for his own means to pass in and out of, however many times he wants. And so yeah, as Mr. Terrific said, Lex was kind of stupid for doing that shit because of the high dangers that we have when going between dimensions like that. So yeah, because he created that, and and uh, after he helped Superman escape, and Superman grabbed this one dude, damn it, man, you want to call him Absorbing Man? I think that's what his name is. Yeah, that was in that same glass cage with him. So he helped him and his son escape because Lex, his sick, crazy ass, had his own his kid son or his baby son in there fucking with him, fucking with his son. So I'm like, damn, man, that's messed up. So I'm like, yeah. They told yeah. He asked Superman, you promise me you get us out of here, be my son? He's like, yeah, yeah. Because he's trying to comply with Lex though until Lex revealed, hey, that this motherfucker was just too too dangerous, man, to keep on following the bidding of. He was like, nah, so yeah, I'm gonna trust you, man, to give me my son out. Fuck this dude, man. He's crazy, man. He shot that innocent man, you know, to try to all in the hopes of trying to pry out info from Superman. So yeah, no. He was like, yeah, dude's gotta go. Yeah, he has to go. I'm like, man, when Superman got pissed, dude, after when he thrashed his the Fortress of Solitude and realized, hey, that something happened to Crypto. Where's Crypto? That he basically captured Crypto. Boy, and Superman and Lex was playing off and shit. And Superman would get pissed when he flew right back to Metropolis after going to the Fortress of Solitude. He went straight to where Lex was, and I'm like, get him, get his ass, get him now. This Lex needs to go now. Well, Lex did all kind of crazy things before Ray, that warranted hey, of him to be written off the map. Yeah, but with this Superman, I mean, with this Lex Luthor and his actions, how he displayed himself too, and which by this is the Lex Luthor y'all chose. So I was like, okay, y'all chose one of the more younger looking Superman, as James Gunn said. Um, yeah, so it was fitting of him wanting to have a younger looking, they're around same age range looking Lex Luthor. So, so yeah, so the things he did in there, just ah. I'm like, to me, that was genius. I'm like, okay, him figuring out a way of how to capture all these species, and I'm like, okay, that's the one thing, probably one and only thing I give him, you know. Uh, but I'm like, what was this weak technology of yours he was using to control this this clone Superman, like as if you're playing a damn chess game for when you should already have like such such chess games plural program in his head for him to do in response to certain actions and movements and fighting style of the original Superman. To yeah. So therefore, that way it would have been a straight up fight, and hey, he can have a camera there, but the camera will be there to send the pat and transfer uh, those those key functions, those commands they was given. So he basically just wielded that power like a whole petulant child, you know what I mean? And when he killed that dude, in there in his attempts to try to get Superman to give more information about himself and what he knows, that's just yeah, I was like, yeah, totally, yeah, F this Lex Luthor. Yeah, he needs to go. He's doing too much. He's willing to destroy everybody else all around him, damn it, all for his aim for Superman. You know what I mean? To take down Superman, just take down Superman, which is all canon, okay, and there of Lex Luthor, house character, like it's one of the default, the basis of of Lex Luthor, what makes Lex Luthor, yes, is innate hatred for Superman. So, but this one, man, just yeah, I'm good. Okay, Hawk Girl. Now, Hawk Girl, yeah, she was kind of a little tad bit comical because And dude was Russian. Yeah, she dropped that one, that Russian leader. I think it was a minister, a Russian minister. That was giving commands, probably Russian president giving commands to to his army because they was basically plotting and waiting for Superman to be taken out before they started invading. I think they had it in their mission. Okay, they was aim for Ukraine or whatever and all that. Yeah. So, but that got stopped. A big fight too, and I like how Guy Gardner was fighting this. The way he was fighting was comical too. I'm like, okay, he's finally coming through. Damn it, hey, shit, trying to, he's helping out in the war effort. Okay, and I definitely love how Mr. Fantastic. I mean, not Mr. Fantastic, but Mr. Terrific. How he was fighting. I'm like, just he's using these slick moves while he was using his technology, but he wasn't solely just relying upon just his technology to fight. He was actually, throwing hands with these uh with the army of the people, that was led by Lex Luthor. So I thought that was awesome, and that showed me okay. He put in more action right there to me than the Mister Terrific from the Green Arrow show, huh? Even though out of all the battles they didn't have together, what I mean, before they ultimately end up breaking up. So I'm like, okay, I'm digging this, Mister Terrific. So yeah, that's that. Well, Hall Girl, go back to Hall Girl. Yeah, her character was a little annoying to me with her screaming. I'm like, or her Hulk scream. I'm like, oh God, the agony. I'm like, stop. Oh God, just beat his ass. Just stop. Yeah, she dropped that Russian dude. She was like, the Russian dude, when she snatched him up to stop him from his plans, of invading, what I mean, of trying to follow through in this, you know, made up war, this war that was trying to get going. Snatched him up, had him in the air with her, and hell, he thought that man. He was like, "Oh, you guys are superheroes, like Superman. You can't kill me." He's like, she's like, yeah. She's like, I'm not Superman. It just dropped him. I'm like, oh wow, okay. I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, so yeah, that was pretty cool, man. So yeah, and with this movie, I mean, I don't give it such low rankings like that, but I'll say it was decent, and yeah, Crypto to some degree, and Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner, they yeah, they basically made the movie to me. They they made this movie. So yeah. So some people didn't really care for all the mix of different characters and stuff like that in there. They're like okay, you know. But I'm like at the same time, I didn't mind it. I have a little appreciation for it because I mean, how many times we gonna hear and see the story of Superman? In his beginnings, and not be introducing Superman all the while, but introducing new characters that's been there for decades that you guys have not introduced to the public yet. Like you guys could have been used a big name, that has helped made such a franchise, you know, in a in a comic book franchise as strong as it is now. Such as, you know, such names like Superman. So you know, you guys could easily use that boom to slide in new characters that people didn't know. So yeah, so I mean, I'll give this a 1 out of 5 star. I'll give this a 3.5 star. I'll say that. I'll give this a 3.5 star. So, like I said, even though James Gunn pissed me off, he forever pissed me off what he did with Henry Cavill. Like, be like, oh, get over it. F you. How about you go eat a bag of 1,000 monkey nuts, motherfuckers? How about that? I have a right to be upset about something, motherfuckers. F y'all. Anyway, let's see what else in the movie. Yeah, Jimmy Olsen and that chick after after Lex Luthor was finally taken down. After Lex was finally taken down, Jimmy Olsen and that chick finally hooked up. I'm like, oh man, stop it. I'm like, hey, well, he someone kept his word. Or for a certain amount of time at least. You know. Okay, so I'm like, wow, yeah, I wouldn't have hooked up with Becca with her crazy ass. I'm like, boy, that chick is Looney Tune. Like chicks that act like her, boy. I don't know. Hey, but those kind of chicks, yeah. Now stay away from them. They're trouble. Them kind of bras look like them and shit. They may end up putting your ass on some Johnny Depp or Jonathan Major shit. No, no, no. You can keep your twat. You keep your Looney Tune twat. Cool. But so kind of wonder now. Okay, James Gunn, what are you gonna do from this point on? What are you gonna do with this? Like, are you gonna use this as a way to just create a movie for one of the other characters? You know, one of the non-main characters, such as like this terrific them or Guy Gardner movie, or you're gonna use this and see according to the numbers, see if it's worthy for a sequel of some kind. And please don't let it be where he fights Doomsday. Let it be somebody else, damn it, please. I mean, how many Doomsdays we gonna get? I'm like, which I did with Doomsday and the Superman and Lois. I'm like, yep, that's it. That's the best y'all can do. That's top of the line right there. I mean, So yeah, like you can't get no better than that Doomsday. I'm sorry, you can't. Well, wait, what about the Doomsday? Oh, dude, no. See now, according to comics, though, okay, Doomsday ended up surviving, and he ends up turning into a skinnier version, Doomsday, but more powerful. Basically, turned into the title uh, Timekeeper, no, Time Trapper, I believe. Yeah, so I'm like, huh, all right. But yeah, he came back in time to warn Superman to help him on how to, or to keep him from getting to a certain point to where he becomes more powerful than Superman and destroying everything. So, yeah, or something around those lines. Uh, but yeah, it was very interesting too. Some brothers covered that already. Um, like Variant Comics said, Rob from Comics Explained. Yeah, check those guys out. I primarily watch well, predominantly I watch for the most part Rob from Comics Explained and a couple of other black black comic book geeks. So showing support to these brothers, including brothers like Artisan MC, gives you the full deal, raw and uncut, hardcore true about these characters, their history, and their lore, and also at the same time dispelling the bullshit takes of characters from people out there, that are half filled, with knowledge, to give a full critique, like they know what the hell they're talking about. So yeah, and I'm in agreement with that too, because I'm not gonna sit here and talk shit to you about about being a mechanic and my knowledge is nowhere near as deep as yours. Yeah, that makes no damn sense. But for some reason, people think, hey, that's a okay thing to do because they know they can't do that. It's weird. Um, but yeah, but so shout out to all them. Shout out to all them guys, all them brothers. But yeah, um, that's my take, man, with this new Superman movie. Um, one of the things I thought too that was cool and unique that they haven't introduced in yet in the whole Superman franchise, which would make sense, was basically was when they first revealed his parents, through the hologram message that they sent him, uh, through their Kryptonian technology. Okay, that was unique because they didn't talk in their own language, like had their own language. They didn't give them the Kryptonians that they was talking like straight English. But I thought that part was cool of them showing to us of how it will be if you know Superman Kal-El, was on his world with his people. How it was there in their world. And when they talked in their own language. So I was like, damn, that was decent. Um, yeah, like I said, but the suit looked. I'm like, damn, this. I saying Superman's suit never gotten all beaten up and ragdoll looking, but I'm like, man, it looked like some 13-year-olds put that damn suit together, man. I gotta say, man. So, but any whining, coming from them, I didn't really sense that well. So I mean that much at all. So whining, most of the whining I was sense it was coming from was fucking Lex Luthor. So, but yeah, yes. But keep in mind, I will be going live a lot more now on Rumble. So, and yeah, and I'll be sharing, some more about some more movies and TV shows and all that good stuff. And one of them being the Karate Kid, seeing that, and yeah, so I definitely got to give my take on that. I dig it. I have appreciation for it, even though I feel like I would say this much right for right now. I feel like it was rushed a little bit. Yeah, it was rushed. So character developments and all that. So yeah. So and, and their two characters there, they was comical together. The time they was with each other, it was comical. I like that Daniel LaRusso and Jackie Chan. So, but yeah, that and hell, what else I've seen? I've been seeing some other stuff, man. I've been wanting to cover and talk about. Oh yeah, uh, Don to Don. We'll be giving my some take on that too as well. Don to Don, for they just came out with their second season for this. So I'm like, ooh, yeah, that and let me see what else, man. There's some other shows I've seen. That's just really, or I'm still watching, that I didn't cover just yet. So, but yeah, but that's it. Thank you guys, though. I appreciate it. Peace and blessings to y'all. And yeah, so this is my first Rumble Live. Shout out to the YouTube job over there, the Hama Force over there on YouTube side. So come through. Like I will tell you guys over here, Rumble, like I've said over there, this is a brotherhood, where we are strong advocates for black men and boys and the creativity and the prosperity of such man. But, secondarily, all men. And, this hub, place, safe space for brothers to come through to share uh, to give their creative thoughts, opinions, and ideas, and free from being treated like shit for no reason on just because, like how some people like to do, which I find that annoying. I'm like, oh, just because you're just gonna be a dickhead, an asshole, bitch, because you know you can. Yeah, get the hell away from me. Yeah, so yeah, you won't find it over here in the Hollow Force. Nah, you go over here, you be treated with respect, you be treated like a brother. Because know this saying, one versus a million. That's the motto. And so, damn it, when I stamp something, when I stamp that on something, on whatever it is I'm choosing to stand on business on, damn it, just know, hey, I mean that 100%, and I stand on what the hell I said, and I'm not backing down. But know this: I'm not your fan, I'm not your stan, for I am brother. All right. So shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Please hit the like, share, subscribe. On your way out, it's your guy Ray Hama with more to come. More to come. Peace and blessings. Peace out. Let me see.
And what do you sacrifice?
Calm. Kindness, kinship. Love. I've given up all chance at inner peace. I made my mind a sunless space. I share my dreams with ghosts. I wake up every day to an equation I wrote 15 years ago from which there's only one conclusion. I'm damned for what I do. My anger, my ego, my unwillingness to yield, my eagerness to fight, they set me on a path from which there's no escape. I yearn to be a savior against injustice without contemplating the cost, and by the time I look down, there's no longer any ground beneath my feet. What is my sacrifice? I'm condemned to use the tools of my enemy to defeat them. I burn my decency for someone else's future. I burn my life to make a sunrise that I know I'll never see. Now, the ego that started this fight will never have a mirror or an audience or the light of gratitude. So what do I sacrifice? Everything!
And yes, as I mentioned, yes, I am watching Ironheart. Yes, and uh, thank you, brother Ronan Travelers. Thank you for bringing that back to my remembrance because, boy, I seen some things, yeah, that I have to rail against, man. I gotta, yeah, man. Things ain't sit well with me in this show, but at the same time, this little mini series, it's kind of growing on me. The little boy in there, they'd be hustling. I don't think the little 10-year-old they'd be hustling Riri. When he was hustling her, then when she was wanting to use some of the stuff he got, like his cart, so she can carry her broken suit in the beginning. I was like, yeah, that's my little dude right there, boy. I'm like, that's my little dude right there, bro. That's little bro right there. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, tell him that. Yeah, she's coming there like, hey, he's on business. He's standing on business, damn it. We meaning damn it shit. He's charging, hey, that'll be $20, damn it, that'll be $20. No low balling. That's my little dude. So yeah, we will be covering that. So thank you, Ronin Travelers, for bringing that up too. So yeah, I really care to put my Cash App info in there right now. It's hell. It's theirs on my channel. It's on um, my last stream that I did. Which case StreamYard pissed me off. So yeah, I mean, not totally transitioned, but I totally transitioned over to Rumble to using their interface and the way of how it's set up to go live. And yeah, so they ain't on StreamYard bullshit over here. So it seems pretty cool. And let me mention, we will be showing some movies or, some shows over here because I was told you are able to be tested. And so I'm thinking about testing it out first with some episodes from some Hollywood TV shows and anime. So yeah. So be watchful of that. And yeah, if you want to donate to the field, if you want a blessing, support also in a way by way of of sharing your hard earned, uh, blessing your boy with your hard earned money. Appreciate you. God bless you. You can do that at Ray Hamlin, dollar sign Ray Hamlin. And if you guys don't do Cash App and you do PayPal, let me know and I'll give you the link to my PayPal as well. But please share this, share, so we can get some more followers. Ray on that. Help your brother Ray. Help me out on that. To get those numbers up. As I will remember to put the link in the description over on YouTube for uh, for my Rumble channel over there. I'll put that over there for people so they can, so the ones who can also find, follow. So yeah. But all right, thank you, brothers, man. Thank you, brothers and sisters, man, for coming through. Appreciate you, brothers and sisters. Yes, that are strong advocates, man, black men and boys, for our creativity and prosperity of the man. So, in which case, I say, cynical. The cynical one is one of those women. So shout out to her, shout out to her sis on that one. And also, speaking of sisters that are strong advocates for man, especially predominantly men, on a live stream right now. Go check Big Sis out, Sister Crimson Cure, because I'm kind of interested about it. It's because she's doing a live stream, a little collab, temporary collab, maybe, I don't know if it's temporary or not, but temporary collab with Tommy Sotomayor. So, so yeah, so check it out. But yeah, woo, I'm definitely gonna be covering Ironheart too before it gets too old on us. So, you know, Ironheart has been out for about 3, 4 months now, Ray. What's going on, Ray? It's near the end of the year, Ray. Yeah, yeah, no, I'm gonna get on that too, definitely. So I may end up doing a duo review. Basically, yeah, I'm covering houses, in one stream. So I may do that until we get caught up. So instead of doing, instead of giving them each, their own live stream. So to help out for the sake of time. So uh, yeah, and also too part of the geek verse, man, which is that's what this is. Hey, for us to enjoy and dwell and geeking together. Without the worry of those who are non-geeks to be shaming, who will be shaming us and all that. So yeah, you ain't got to worry about that here. So, so I basically wanted to dive into some tech talk and some ideas for some shows. So yeah, we'll be tapping into that later. So all right. Um, Yeah, Obadiah Son from Iron Man. Yeah, man. I'm like, dude. And this point too, I'm like, how they treat him. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, how they are being treated. I'm like, yeah, that would be a black man's dream right there to be able to do when it comes to you know the ability to be able to control somebody, especially a white guy. But his shit, he effed up with the whole crew. Talking about Hood. So yeah, I'll definitely get into that, man. And so I think I'm gonna dedicate maybe a stream just for that show. But like I said, I may do a little duo stream and get into some talks about that and about some other stuff as well. So and later too, also too, yeah, guys, if you want, you can come on up next time I go live. After I give my coverage of whatever content that I'll be covering. So yeah, uh, it would be appreciated. Thank you guys. Got Ray Hama, One versus a Million. Else here, it's not going to automatically mute it for me when I share it. So yeah, I'm gonna mute myself. Peace out, guys. See you later.